All right guys, so I'm gonna go through this pretty quick. What I have with me here are some spinning reels with a couple of medium action rods. So nothing too heavy. I believe this one is a 7 foot, this one is a 6'6", I believe. And yeah, just some spinning reels, a Daiwa, and then I believe this is an Abu Garcia or something like that. I believe that's the name of it. Yep. And on here I have some mono, and on this one I have some braided line. All I have on these are a couple of rooster tails. But I'll go ahead and jump into this first pocket down here on the bottom. And I guess I have my wallet down here with my little tackle box. I have my Leatherman on me because it has the pliers. When I'm fishing, this is generally what I'll have. So I have a pair of pliers in case I need to get a hook out or something like that. That's all that's in there. And in my wallet is my fishing license. That's why I keep it in here. And the only thing I have else, I believe, in this pocket, yeah, is just a small little tackle box. This is going to have obviously some spinning lures, some rooster tails. I have a small little Rapala minnow, a couple spinner baits, a couple plastic worms, things like that. Just some general small little lures in this. This is really convenient. I believe this is just a Plano. Really convenient little case to take with you. Super lightweight. So that's the only thing down here. In this top pocket, I have some Repel, some DEET, 40% DEET that I actually just sprayed on myself. In this weather, it's just essential. Especially I'm out here wearing shorts and things like that. I would get eaten alive. The other thing I have is just a small little waterproof King James Bible. Usually always will have that on me when I'm out, so I can read something at night, read in the morning. So that's it for these two pockets. In fact, on the front of this Steuben pack, this Fjallraven Steuben pack, are just a couple of these pockets, and these things are awesome. And these side pouches are sold separate, but I think they really add a lot of versatility to this pack. But on this left side pocket here is Jetboil isobutane canister and my Jetboil. And with my Jetboil, I have a couple of different attachments. As you'll see, I have a pan in here. I'll get to that here in a second, but I actually have the attachments to make this a coffee press, a French press, and I have the little stand that comes with this. So really great piece of kit. I actually bought it a while back, several years ago, when I started kind of getting more into backpacking. So that's it. And then the only other thing is my small little micro fire kit in this Yuko Stormproof match case. That is everything on that side pocket. Moving over here to the right pocket is really just going to be my water stuff. Obviously it's hot out here, so I have my Nalgene, and obviously with my Jetboil I can boil water in that. So if I absolutely had to, I could boil water in there. But I also have my Katadyn Be Free in this small little mesh container store bag. So way to collect water. And then I tossed this in here kind of last minute. This is my Silky Pocket Boy Outback Edition, so I have that sitting in there as well. And that is it on that side pocket. So let's go into the main compartment. And this main compartment, if you don't know about this Fjallraven Steuben pack, this is actually it has a frame, so you can sit on it, use it as a seat. If I'm out here by the water, I can use that to sit on. Probably won't be doing much of that, as you know, I'm doing mainly bass fishing, so you're pretty much moving, reeling, and all that the whole time. This is my charging kit, power bank, different cords, for my various devices and things like that. I keep my microphone in there, but it's nice. It's a waterproof or probably water resistant bag. These Magpul pouches, the DACA series, are just great pouches to have. So that's just my charging situation. Right here next to that, I just have a Shemagh, just an orange Shemagh. And this is just a small little Big Agnes string lights. So I'll string that up tonight. I probably honestly will not have a whole lot of light going on because I don't want to be attracting a bunch of bugs. So on here, or in here, I'm sorry, is the Jetboil pan, and it comes with a nice little spatula. And yep, so that works in conjunction with my isobutane stove. There's actually a an addition, a stand for this as well that's inside of there. So I brought that along just in case I wanted to clean some fish and cook them, which I probably, I don't know, I'm not going to say for sure right now. But this right here, this little bag right here, is my cook kit, food bag, everything like that. Man, it's actually pretty heavy right now. I got a bunch of snacks. I have some rice in here. I have some noodles in here. I have a couple pouches of meat, all kinds of things like that that I just tossed in here. In fact, a lot of these were left over from a trip that I took not that long ago. So yeah, that's just my food bag. And I have a small ditty bag, Tough Possum little ditty bag with just a lot of stuff. Maybe I'll go over this in another video. I may shoot that while I'm out here. So I have that. That's going to have cordage, a small little pocket knife, an extra light, some allergy pills and ibuprofen, just little things like that that you don't want to have loose in a big pack. So it just keeps all those little things contained. And in this little badger claw nylon pouch is my hygiene kit. And in this weather, hygiene, having a hygiene kit is essential. I mean, obviously you want to brush your teeth and things like that every day, but I carry like baking soda, things like that to put under my armpits. I don't like carrying a big stick of deodorant. I don't know why I was drawing a blank on that. I like to keep it pretty minimal. So that's going to have my soap, which I keep some Castile soap in here, which is good for everything. I can wash my body, my face, my hair, my dishes, everything. So that's in there. I always have this in any kit that I'm taking with me. And this is just my bathroom kit if I needed to dig a hole or anything. I'm obviously at a campsite, and just over there is a bathroom, but I am not a big fan of campsite bathrooms. They kind of just gross me out. A lot of times they're really disgusting. So down here on the bottom is getting into my sleeping system. Now this is the shelter system that was recently sent to me to the channel by Onewind Outdoors. This I actually purchased a while back. This is a Ultralight Ground Mat, and it's actually just a pretty small one. So I have that, but this is the solitary shelter, and the solitary cape shelter, I believe is what it's called on the website. But I'm gonna get into this here in just a minute. But that is my shelter for tonight. And along with that, I have just a small LL Bean waterproof blanket that I'll lay down as my moisture barrier. This area tends to get a lot of dew built up in the morning, so you definitely want to have some kind of waterproofing underneath you. Climate Static V sleeping pad, which I've not slept very well in the past, but I'm hoping, I haven't used it in a while, so I'm hoping that changes. The only thing I have for a cover blanket is a small little Ozark Trail sleeping bag liner, and this is, I may or may not even use this. I think it's going to be right around 80 degrees overnight, so it's going to be pretty hot. That, and then my small little cocoon pillow. This thing's great. And that's absolutely everything that I have with me, guys. So I'll do a quick pan around so you can see everything, but that is everything that I have with me. I have a small little ferro rod around my neck, and that's it. Have my watch, my ring on me. On my hat here, I have my a extra bandana, and I really like tying that around there. But anyway, you're looking at everything, guys. Let me get you a quick look at everything, and we'll go from there. Here it is, all laid out. Valraven Steuben pack. Highly recommended. This thing is holding up absolutely phenomenal, and just a great pack, great size as well. So it's my fishing poles, rod and reels. It's everything, guys. That rappel's going to be a lifesaver. Food bag. There you go, guys. There's the shot of everything. Got everything done up real nice. This looks awesome, guys. So let me go ahead and take this apart so I can show you in the cape mode. And yeah, that just opens up like that. It almost this basically just becomes your hood right here. Let me go ahead and cinch this all up. So you would come down here at the bottom. If it starts raining at all and you're out, I am not going to be keeping this on for too long at all. It is way too hot for this right now. But even if it did rain in this kind of weather, I would just let it rain on me. But this comes in very handy if it is cold and I'm completely enclosed in here. You can draw this, you could draw the neck in. Yep, you could draw the neck in, bring those up, and you could draw this even closer in towards you. Zip this all the way up, and you're completely enclosed, guys. If it started raining, you could hunker down with this on the side of a tree and you're going to be completely enclosed. This is awesome. I love having this. In fact, this may replace my rain jacket and my T60 shelter. As much as I love the T60, it may cut down on some weight by having a 2-for-1. So anyway, I'm getting out of here, guys. It is scorching under there, but that is phenomenal, guys. So you got a rain poncho, and looking at this, and like I said, I'm going to do a close-up on all of these things, but the stitching looks nice. The zippers look really well made, well put together. This is great, guys. Seams are sealed. That's good. So you're not going to get any leaking in there. These ties are stitched really well. Yeah, man. At first glance, guys, this looks really well made. This shelter is, I believe, just under $45 on their website. But yeah, this looks really well put together, guys. So let me go ahead and start getting this thing all set up for the night. All right guys, I got it all set up now, and one of the things I did was on this pole here, I actually threw the stuff sack over the top that goes to my sleeping bag liner, that Ozark Trail one. I just kind of threw that around this branch so as to add a little bit more protection here on the top. But let me give you a look at these seams and everything. Everything looks really nice. It looks like these have little pockets on them that you could even use that to set up maybe a couple trekking poles on either side or something like that. I don't know, I'm sure you could probably improvise something. I'm actually curious as to what that is actually for. I do know that you can add two of these together along with this zipper. If you got another one, you could actually add it to this side here and have a full enclosed shelter. But anyway, I got it ran from the guy line there out here to a stake, and I'll give you a kind of a quick shot around the back. It's almost like a little half teepee style. The camera probably doesn't do it justice, but there's plenty of room in there. Let me get in here so you can maybe get an idea of the size of it. So I have plenty of headroom in here to sit down. There'll be plenty of room, and you could probably take this up a little higher, but plenty of room in here to lay down and whatnot. I'm not even... You got plenty of room to lay down. It is definitely going to be hot in here right now, but yeah, so I'm actually going to get my bed situation going so I can have a place to sleep. All right guys, camp is all situated. We got it all ready to go for the night. Got a nice little area right here with the Onewind Ultralight Ground Mat, and yeah, I got my water, my cooking implements over there for whenever I decide to cook. It's already 7:30. I mean, time just flies by when you're out here filming and whatnot. So if I'm gonna have any chance of catching any fish, I'm gonna need to get to it. So I'm gonna start doing some fishing, but I'm gonna go over, I'll give you guys a quick look around, show you give you a little tour, and maybe give you a little specs on the Onewind solitary ultralight cape shelter. That's what it was. So I'll maybe give you a little specs on that, tell you a little bit about it, and then we're going to get fishing. So stick with me. All right guys, so here is camp for the night. Got my little nightstand there. There is that small Onewind Ultralight Ground Mat, which is perfect to set your stuff up on. Got my water cooking situation over there. Plenty of room to sleep. Everything's holding up. I set my big Agnes lights across the top. I think that'll add a nice ambient light. But again, there's the shelter, and it is really nice, guys. Again, the weight of this shelter is under 14 ounces. That's including the tent stakes, guy line, and the shelter itself with the stuff sacks and everything. It's actually a 3-layer system. It's a 1.1 ounce ripstop sill nylon. So it has a silicone coating on the first layer, like over the top here on the outside. On the underside, up on this side, there's a PU waterproof coating, and then obviously, like I said, it has the taped seams, which I think you can see from in here. But again, it comes with the guy line here, 5 of these aluminum tent stakes, and it's going to be about 7 foot by 6.5 foot, maybe 7.2, I think, when I did the math, by 6.5 feet. So this is going to be perfect, you know, for one person, just regular use, set up in this shelter configuration. And there is also a bug net available that you can add here. It goes on the inside and it covers this whole front here. It takes some getting used to sleeping out just completely open and things like that. I know a lot of people probably don't like that, but anyway, so that is an option if you wanted to do that. You can add a second one on with these zippers here on the side, and it'll make it completely enclosed. And then you have one of those inners on the inside, be just like you were sleeping in a tent. They do have ground mats that'll go the length of this, so I'd highly recommend that you check those out. All right, guys, let's see how we do. I'm right here in the same spot. I'm actually using my other pole with just that different color rooster tail on there, and this one has the braided line on it. I'm really hoping, even if there's just some bluegill biting, that'd be nice. But I am going to go down there by that dock here in a little bit. Goes those geese. Just got done crapping all over the other side of the lake. Now they're going to come back over here and crap everywhere. All right, everybody, so absolutely nothing as far as the fish are concerned. So I actually spent probably the last hour or so. It's about 9:15 already. I kind of lost track of time. I was throwing the pole around, wasn't getting any bites, and then I met a really cool guy named Brian. Shout out to Brian, man. Thanks for the sub, and it was really a pleasure to talk to you. So met a really cool guy down here at the dock and just started talking. He kind of gave me a lay of the lake. So in the future, I have some areas that I may try and check out as far as the fishing goes. But anyway, so what I'm going to do now is get this Nalgene filled up, and then probably fill up my Catadine so I have some food. I'll get some lights on and get that going, get something cooking. Obviously no fish, like I said, but To be honest with you, I really wasn't in the mood to really fillet any fish and cook it and go through that whole process. Ready to just kind of chill, take it easy, see how this tarp does. It's holding up great. Everything looks fine. I actually had to run over here for a minute and try to run off some geese that were over here. I thought they were over here jacking with my gear, but anyway, let me get down here and get this water. All right, guys. Well, time to chill. I don't know how this video is going to turn out. It's going to be a lot shorter than I expected. But you know what? I always think that. I always think that the video is going to be real short, or I don't have enough footage, or whatever the case. And then I end up having like an hour too much footage. So, yeah. Anyway, I am pretty hungry. I have not eaten since. I've had a couple snacks since breakfast today. We actually took our son on his birthday breakfast, my wife and I, and we had the little man with us. But yeah, I took him to a local restaurant for breakfast, but I haven't eaten since then, so. I have a couple things that and I think this is going to be it. I was going to say I have a couple things that I can cook. A couple different options. But I think I know what it is. So I'll probably definitely keep munching on that. Oh, you know what? Sorry guys, I have not used this jet boil in quite a while, so I may have some stuff that I need to get figured out again. You know, you got that gear that you just haven't used a ton, or you haven't used it in a while, and it's almost like you have to relearn how to use it again. Okay, let's see, how much water do I need? 1.5 cups of water. All right, let's add just a hair more. Okay, I should be good on water. Let's see, this is just the Knorr rice creamy chicken flavor, and then I have just a bag of chicken, fajita flavor, I believe it is. Yeah, fajita. So I'm just gonna add that with this rice, and then I have my nuts, my trail mix to snack on. That'll be plenty. Bring it to a boil, reduce to a simmer for 7 minutes. These are super simple meals, man. That's what I love about these. Take my necklace off. This should work just fine for getting this canister, this stove turned on. Let's see what we got. There we go. That worked. This is just a small little emergency ferro rod. All right, let me turn this down just a hair while I get this. Okay, if I remember right, this is gonna go on here just like this, and it locks into place, I believe. Yup, that is it. My wife's always reminding me to bring my electrolytes, especially in this heat, and I'm so grateful when I do bring them. Turn that down, it's simmering. This is ready to go. Ready to get some of this water in here, drink some of these electrolytes. This is going to be real nice. Wow, that's already gone. I needed that for sure. Thanks, babe. I was over there on that dock for quite a while, and I just didn't drink a whole lot at all. I had my Nalgene over there, but man, maybe took one sip while I was over there. In this heat, you just, especially when you're moving and putting things together, you really got to stay hydrated. That dehydration can creep up on you quick. The Catadine just makes it super simple, getting everything you need getting the water that you need. It definitely doesn't make that lake water taste that great like the Grail would, but for this area, the BeFree is fine. I've never had an issue. I've used the Catadine here on several occasions. That thing is just about ready to shut off. I'm gonna go ahead and add this juice and all. There's definitely gonna be a little bit of juice in here in this chicken, but it smells decent. It's chicken in a bag. Smells as good as chicken in a bag can smell. You know what? I'm gonna spice this up myself too. I'm gonna add a little bit of salt. What am I gonna add? I'm gonna add some, what does that look like? Paprika or something? Let's add some pepper for sure. Garlic powder, garlic salt. All right. See what that does. Yep, it's good. I was hungry, guys. You can probably hear my stomach growling on this microphone. This shelter is just as stable as can be. That guy line working great. I really like these lights on here. They add a real nice ambient light. Plenty of room in the back. Got this ground mat. I'm up off the goose turds. This seems a lot more comfortable. Everything's working out. No fish, but it is what it is. Well, hopefully crack of dawn in the morning. Sun's gonna rise right over here. I'll go just right here in front of the shelter and throw in the pole. Hopefully walk away with some, well, not walk away, I'm going off to work, but hopefully before I go home I'll be able to catch something at least. I'm hoping it doesn't get too foggy over here tonight. Well, I'm gonna finish eating this food, guys, and just sit here and chill. I may go over and get out of the shelter and go sit at the bench over there. Give my wife a call, and I'll catch you guys here in just a little bit. Don't kill myself first. All right, guys, I'm gonna try and make some quick work out of these dishes. So I got the rest of my water And in here, in this small little Nalgene, I keep some Bronner's Castile soap. And like I said earlier, this is good for everything. Man, these bugs, I'm gonna have to reapply some of that bug spray. But anyway, as you can see down here, probably I got a little bit of stuff caked on down there. But I always bring a small little piece of a little scouring sponge. So first thing that I'm gonna do is add just a little bit of this water. I'll add a little bit of this soap, and yep, like I said, this is good for everything. Your body, everything. Your dishes, you could do your laundry with it if you wanted to out here. It's great soap. So add just a little bit of soap. I use that scrubbing side to get down in there. And the reason is because in the morning I don't want to have to do this, and I'm going to have some coffee that I need to make in the morning and a few things I'm going to have to do. So doing this right now is going to make tomorrow morning a lot more convenient. There are times where I don't feel like doing this at night, but whenever I don't, I always regret it because I got to get up and scrub it anyway, and I'd rather just wake up and be able to just toss some water and make my coffee. So I'll use a little bit of that to hit my spoon up. And this doesn't have to be perfect. When I get home, I always will usually clean everything real well, get everything put back up, and replenish. Sometimes I even keep track of what I've used and make note of it, a mental note, or sometimes I will literally write a note to myself about items that I need to replenish in my pack. But so there's that. This is going to be just fine. Be ready to go in the morning. Go ahead and rinse this off a little bit. Make sure the majority of that's out because I will reuse this. So there's that. Wow, just wasted that water. And I'll probably just turn these upside down, let them air dry tonight. Little dirt ain't never hurt nobody. Alright, so you see, got it pretty good. The bottom in there, got a couple pieces, but look, as soon as I scrape it out, I'm probably too far away. I don't even know what I'm doing here. So, a couple little extra pieces that you can easily scrape out with that. And good as new. That is it, guys. That is good to go. It's ready to dry. All right, guys. Back in the shelter. I got some water. I'm gonna keep this brief because these bugs are gonna go absolutely insane. But anyway, I went down there, got a little bit more water. Luckily, they're not biting me or anything. The DEET is definitely repelling them. It's called repel. Anyway, it's stupid. But anyway, I filled up this should fill up my Nalgene all the way. And really, this is going to suffice for tonight. I'll have a little bit of drinking water tonight, and I'll have some to get my breakfast, coffee going. Yeah, this will actually be perfect. I'll probably get a little bit more. I had plenty of food left over, snacks. I have a whole nother meal that was kind of left over from another trip. I had some food left over from another trip, so to be honest, that's probably going to turn into my lunch tomorrow at work. But full Nalgene of water, dishes are clean, everything's situated in the tent or in the tarp. Okay, man, this thing does give you great coverage. The camera's probably not doing it justice, but I mean, all the way back here, I have plenty of room. This thing is super sturdy. It is not going anywhere at all. Even if some heavy wind came, I would feel totally confident that this shelter would keep me protected and it's not going to fall over. And looking at the seams and everything, these tie-out points, they look solid. I mean, even just by a look, you can tell, you know, when you're looking at a cheaply made product. And this is not it. I mean, the tie-out points look really durable. Everything looks durable. I mean, this thing's solid. It's not going anywhere. I feel completely confident sleeping in this. There goes a June bug. Come here. Oh man, there he went. Anyway, it's June, so they're out. I wonder what you guys call June bugs in other parts of the world. Leave a comment section. Leave a comment in the comment section if you know what a June bug is, if you live outside of America. But those things are total pests. But if you're looking at it, guys, I'm going to get situated. I may put on a little bit more bug spray since I'm probably not going to be covering up a whole lot. But then again, I'm not going to have a lot of lights on or anything. So I'm going to look at the stars, let my eyes readjust to the night sky. The stars are out. It's a very clear night. Man, I would show you guys, but the camera, this phone isn't going to pick up any of that. I really love watching those guys who have those really awesome cameras where they'll do even a whole time lapse throughout the night. I'd love to do that at some point. So anyway, yeah, I'm just going to sit here and ramble. I'm going to get a couple things picked up, put away. I may end up drying these completely and getting them put up just in case it gets dewy. May get some of this stuff in the bag, but other than that, guys, I will catch you guys in the morning. I'm gonna wake up at the crack of dawn. I know sometimes I don't like to film a whole lot in the morning, but I am gonna try and get some shots in the morning tonight. I'm probably not gonna do any editing tonight on this video, so I won't waste a whole ton of battery. But that's it, guys. It is a wrap for me. Appreciate you joining me today, and I will see you guys in the morning. Morning, guys. So I'm out here just drinking some coffee at the table. It's about 6 o'clock now. I got up at about 5. And it was just an absolutely beautiful morning. No dew buildup whatsoever all night. It stayed a little cooler than I thought it was going to be, and the shelter did great. I slept kind of with my shirt a little bit unbuttoned and just with nothing over the top of me at all, and I was comfortable all night long. The climate worked better. The Static V sleeping pad, keeping it a little bit deflated is the way I'm gonna go from now on, especially with that pad. And then my pillow also way more comfortable. I wish I would have done it a long time ago, keeping that pillow a little bit deflated as well, because that pillow was twice as comfortable as it normally is also. So it's just been a great night out here. I talked to my wife last night for maybe, I don't know, half hour, an hour. I was doing a little bit of editing, you know, for a screenshot, which is kind of my typical deal at night when I'm laying down. I at least do that. Yeah, I woke up first thing, kind of went to the bathroom, gathered up a little bit more water, threw the pole around for a little bit. It was still nothing at all, no bites or anything. I may try again here in just a little bit, but the plan is to just sip on some coffee right now. I may or may not make some oatmeal. I've been eating on that this leftover trail mix from yesterday, but I'm not going to be sticking around too long this morning. I'm going to be cutting off to work here probably within the next hour or so. So yeah, that's it. Just kind of enjoy the morning. The sun is just coming up over the tree line over there. The moon last night started creeping up from behind that tree line as well, and so there was just a whole lot of light. I mean, the moon was so bright last night, it kept everything lit up. The stars were out. It was just a beautiful night out here. Yeah, really relaxing. A French press coffee, can't go wrong. All right, everybody. Well, I just finished my coffee. I threw the pole around for a little bit. Still no bites or anything. Actually, you know what? I had a couple strikes here at the bank, but just probably some little small bluegill that weren't even big enough to even get the rooster tail in its mouth. But so nothing to speak of. But I'm getting ready to pack it up. I'm not going to bore you with all of that, but I wanted to briefly go over kind of my thoughts. This was obviously my first overnighter with this Onewind solitary ultralight cape shelter, but I highly recommend this. You'll definitely be seeing this shelter in some more of my videos. This thing is really durable. It held up great. Everything, it seems like a solid construction. The weight is something that I really like, because like I've stated in some of my other videos, I'm getting more to where I like a small pack. I like to keep things light, and this, with the tent stakes, guy line, and the shelter itself only coming in at 13.6 ounces if I remember right, this thing is just awesome for hiking, backpacking, which I like to do all of those things. If you want to bring just your pack out of your car, you don't want to be hauling a bunch of stuff out of your vehicle, which I don't like to do that. This shelter is perfect. Really small, compact, and you get about 7.2 feet by 6.5 feet as far as the coverage. So I mean, it's just it's an awesome shelter. Again, this is my first overnighter in it, and if I do run into any issues with it, I'll be sure to let you know. But honestly, I do not foresee that. It seems like a really well built piece of kit, and you know, the versatility of it, being able to convert into a rain cape or a poncho, is awesome. And that's going to come in really handy in the fall when it starts to get a little colder, but we're still getting some rain, some cold rain. You know, those times of year where rain can actually potentially be dangerous. Right now, if it rained, it's not going to be a big deal. It's too hot. In fact, it might just be a good thing for you. But anyway, easy to set up. You could bring a trekking pole with you, but like you see here, I just have a pole that I cut, and yeah, really solid construction. I didn't have to readjust the guy line whatsoever, and it's still taut. Yeah, it's just been a great day out here. I've really enjoyed this shelter. Really look forward to using it more. I will leave a link to the Onewind solitary ultralight cape shelter in the description box below. This was sent to me by Onewind, so I do get a small commission if you guys make a purchase, so I would greatly appreciate it if you did. If you use coupon code Wilderness5, you can get 5% off on your purchase at checkout. So other than that, I'm going to get things all loaded up and squared away. And I really appreciate you guys joining me. If you haven't already, please hit the like and subscribe button. It really helps, and I really appreciate it. So anyway, God bless. I'll see you guys on the next video.